How you doing, beautiful people? In this video, I want to talk about something very powerful, very important, and I would say really critical in your progress of self-development, but even beyond that, actually building something powerful in the world, building a company, building a business, a team that will achieve some sort of thing, whatever that project that's going to be, filming a movie, creating an event, a concert, self-development event, writing a book, building a business in construction, social media, marketing, anything else. Very, very powerful skill that affects teamwork and specifically working with people. And I'm not going to wait any longer to tell you what that is. It's forgiveness, right? Something really simple, something that's being spoken a lot by religions, by self-development gurus, by yogis, by people who do some sort of heart work or any sort of opening the heart type of work. A lot of hippies, a lot of crusties, people maybe you don't want to be listening to. But I really want to go deeper into that and explain you why it's actually very, very important. And maybe that the word is even overused. I'm really going to be combining things like letting go, and really true liberation, true freedom lies in that thing. So here's what happens when somebody upsets you. You start holding a grudge, usually, right? Unless you're already forgiving, but usually you're gonna have some sort of grudge, some sort of upset, and you're going to start coming up with conclusions. For example, a friend of mine, I gave him he borrowed an item from me, a device that I use for filming my live streams, right? It's a gimbal. I let him use it. He asked to use it for a short period of time, but I asked him to return it on a specific time, at a specific time, and he delayed it tremendously. And I felt extremely angry about it because it ruined it affected my flow of the day. I'm an artist, and when I film, I need things to be available straight away, right? And my filming equipment is like my guitar or my piano, right? I need it right there to start creating. Otherwise, how am I going to chase the moment of the inspiration? And it wasn't available when I really needed it, and I felt extremely frustrated. And what I started coming up with is conclusions. Okay, I'm never going to trust that person again. I'm never going to give out this item again. I'm going to do this way and this way. We start trying to control the future with these rules and beliefs that I'm trying to form from that one event, so that I avoid, first of all, feeling angry, feeling frustrated, feeling upset. That's the most important thing, right? So start making rules. Now, there's nothing wrong with having rules or beliefs or ways that you work, but the problem is when you formulate those, when you're upset and angry, frustrated, when there's a lot of pain in the heart, what happens is with those beliefs and those potentially very neutral ways that you will work in the future to avoid that kind of problem, you also crystallize the pain with it, right? When you're like, F this guy, that motherfucker, blah, 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 I'm never trusting him again. A rule, right? And maybe you shouldn't rely on that person for that specific thing. Maybe that's better for you to be productive in the future. But when that belief is held together with pain, it crystallizes that pain, and then it's almost like you would have to let go of that belief and that rule in the future to let go of the pain. And so what you want to really avoid is coming to any conclusions when you're hurting like that. You're like, the pain of not being able to do something the way I wanted to because of that other person. And so the same happens, for example, when we're heartbroken. A girl leaves us, maybe cheats on us, or a boyfriend cheats on you, or doesn't remember your birthday, or something like that. And you're like, I'm never trusting. I knew this type of women, this type of man, this type of nationality, this type of haircut, whatever else is going to be. Somebody's filming me. I can't trust them anymore, right? So what that puts you, for example, I'm never trusting can be as simple as I'm never trusting women again, or I'm never trusting blonde women again, or I'm never trusting women that go to the nightclub, or I'm never trusting women that like libraries. You know, whatever it's going to be, you're going to come up with some sort of very concrete solution to avoid this type of problem again, you know? Or it could be another race. Maybe, oh, well, I would trust this race of women, but I'm never trusting that race of women. You know, for women, it's like that. It could be like, oh, you know, I'm never going out with white boys again, only Asian, or the opposite. I'm never going out with my nationality. I'll only go out with that nationality, right? We come up with these conclusions. Nothing wrong with having a preference, but when the decision is made during intense emotional pain, it's going to solidify the pain. Now, if you make a conclusion when you're very, very happy, that's different, because that solidifies happiness and joy. You could be in nature and you're looking at a beautiful sunset and you're going to say, man, I'm never going to live in a city again. Or maybe I'll never be forced. I'll never have something that forces me to be in a city again, you know, because like I want to be able to experience that sunset on demand, you know. If I want to be able to, right? That's different. That's an empowering belief, right? And disempowering belief is, I'm never trusting people with black hair again. I'm never trusting people with blue eyes again. I'm never trusting people who speak in such way again. You know, I'm never trusting people who walk or move in such way again. Or I'm never trusting that specific person again. You know, you crystallize a lot of pain, and you can see people are living examples of the pain that they've experienced. A lot of people literally carry their scars on their face, that, you know, not necessarily physical scars, but you can see they got punched psychologically, and then their face even develops in such a way to avoid and prevent that pain. Their body moves in such a way to prevent and avoid that pain. And I'm not saying I'm immune from it. I'm very much right there with everyone else, but I think I've let go of a lot of that pain. And that's why maybe even if, you know, whether you judge my face to be attractive or not, but when I'm happy, it's a beautiful face, right? It radiates light. And this is what people are ultimately attracted to in the end of the day. So when you're hurting a lot from somebody not doing something the way you wanted to, all that pain is generated from beliefs that they should have behaved in a way. And so there's that, in that whole ball of pain, there is a tiny, tiny little dot, a tiny little dot of space of no pain. And it requires constant focus to stay there, because the mind will try to be, oh, that person did, oh, I should have, I could have, or I could have done more, I could have already done one live stream, I could have, you know, this, I ruined my mood, I wasted time here, I could have, it tries to pull in different directions and latch into some sort of pain just to keep that momentum going. And the mind loves anger, loves pain, loves victimhood, loves some sort of sorrow. You'll keep latching on and latching on. But more awareness you have, you can find that there's a space where it's like of letting go, you know, not just like forgiveness, like letting go of those conclusions, letting go of those beliefs, letting go of those limitations. If you take a breath and find it, and it's just like, what's the most joyful way to be? The most joyful way to be is just to move on and just to actually crack on with what you really want to do, instead of ruminating and thinking how you can punish that person, or, you know, either right now, or how can you punish them in the future by not, you know, helping them with whatever they ask you or something like that. This takes tremendous amount of energy. If you're really passionate about something, you will find that it's best just to let go and to focus on what truly matters to you, which is, for me, making more videos, making a live stream, making more content, editing it, posting the course, making a live event, talking to people, helping them, offering them workshops, events, coaching, and just moving into that direction. Collaborations, travel. I love travel. Every time I have an opportunity to fight with a nasty taxi driver, I understand that there's a risk, you know, that even if he's wrong, he can cancel the trip. The consequences is I'm immediately stuck, all right, and I might miss my train. He might get disqualified or even lose his account, but that's going to happen later. So the risk for me is immediate, right? Always just like, oh, letting go, letting go, letting go. What's more important? What's more important? What's more important? And when you do have a big goal, a big target, a big dream, a big vision, it's easier to let go of those small things. When you don't have, that's when those tiny little bits start mattering a lot. So if you don't have enough awareness to forgive and let go on the spot, have a big enough vision or a dream to keep you going. This is ultimately the most important thing. And in this way, you can quickly shed a lot of trauma and accumulated pain, or at least instant pain. At least let's remove instant pain and keep ourselves free and going and moving. This is the success. So I hope this helps you. I will crack on with my day, and I'll be filming more. I'll be filming a live now. You'll probably see the live before this video comes out, but this video is coming out very soon. I wish you a beautiful day, lovely, forgiving moments, and I wish your dreams do manifest into reality. I sincerely do. And I love you. All the best.